first. Oh, stop it.
Say it. Say it. Say it. What's going on?
With the future. With the future not.
Open the mic. Open the mic. Go ahead.
With the future not many know about quite yet. With A instead of was A. With A. Got it?
Producer, my hit times aren't in there, but you guys know if you show something.
And 30.
Mr. Dates, it is.
All right, 2 shot on 2. More turn 1.
Wait, I was at the concert when you jumped over the back of the seat for you to make me. From the campaign.
After 60 years and 4
Hi, Steve. What's your date line lead?
It's the Dawson lead.
Why is he doing that? And what's next? The mayor will join us live in our studios to talk about a shocking decision.
I like the sunglasses.
I like
Here we come.
T-shirts for the Heritage. Mayor Herenton is stepping down from office. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Dawson.
Hi there, I'm Merle Purvis. We have team coverage tonight on today's top story. And we're going to start with the mayor himself. Willie Herenton joins us live. There, what has been a very busy day in the news business. People have been texting, voicemail messages, publication, radio shows. You are here. We would like for you to clear it up. But first, let me say thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for the invitation.
You never really shied away from saying what was on your heart and in your head. I'm going to start with, you are less than 5 months away from a history-making election. You beat everybody into the ground. It was shocking for many people. Your supporters were right there. They surprised everyone. Why would you turn away from that?
Well, you know, Merle, let me just say this. I have always been a purpose-driven life. For whatever reason, I've always been driven toward challenges. I've always been placed at a moment of time in history where leadership was required. For whatever reason, I've been in the forefront of change and progress in the city of Memphis. I've had the privilege of serving as mayor for going on my 17th year, and I thank the citizens of Memphis for giving me that opportunity. There have been a series of events recently that clearly conveyed to me that perhaps there was another culture. It's been clear to me that in my 16-year tenure that the city of Memphis has made tremendous progress. But what's left for me to do? There's a spiritual song that says, Lord, what more can I do? You may have heard that. What more can I do? And it has come crystal clear to me that the options I have on retirement, not resignation, retirement. I can go in the private sector
And make a lot of money.
make a lot of money, or I could remain in public service and make a difference. And I'm weighing those options. I think you know that I'm basically an educated reformer. I spent 30 years of my life in education. And I said to a very dear friend of mine, upon reflection, that for the last 16 years, I've been busy moving the city forward. Downtown Renaissance, transforming decayed public housing into wonderful edifices, growing minority businesses, creating diversity in terms of employment, keeping our infrastructure strong, and I might add, placing Memphis in a financially better situation than what I inherited. But all of a sudden, it dawned on me, is this the time for me to do something as my swan song that goes back to what I was trained to do?
Education.
And that's education. Now, the city moved forward. I'll be very honest with you. It has really hurt me deeply to see the deterioration in the Memphis public school system. When I was school superintendent, I heard on the network somebody said that Herenton was not an effective superintendent. I was one of the best, one of the most respected school superintendents in America. That's why Atlanta chose me. For whatever reason, I garnered more respect outside of my hometown than I did in my hometown. You didn't know this, but if Mayor Koch had won re-election instead of Deacons, I would have been the chancellor of the New York public school system.
Did not.
Following us in Chicago. I mean, well respected, but not in my hometown. And that's just Memphis for you. But all of a sudden, and I want to say this respectfully, that I do plan to have some discussions with the Memphis School Board because it is the school board that has the responsibility to select the superintendent.
That's right, you can't just.
No,
become the
you can't
superintendent.
become, it is the
But you know
school
the
board.
process
I know the
better than
process,
anyone.
of course. And
Will
I-
you put your name in that hat for the search committee then, is right
I'm not
now?
sure that I will do that. And you need to understand, and I'm not arrogant, where I am in life and experience and what my capabilities are, what my leadership abilities are, that needs to be respected. Do you understand?
I do.
It needs to be respected, and I have a passion for education.
It's a different school system.
Totally.
You led the school system for 12 years. It is a very different school system. You know that perhaps better than anyone else. What would be the number one issue you would face day one if you were selected as the superintendent of schools?
First of all, I would have to dramatically reform, restructure the school system. I already know how to do that. And in fact, when I talk to the school board, if they'd like for me to talk to them, I'm not going to talk to them without a plan. I know the school system better than I do the palms of my hand. I will talk to the school board if there's interest on the direction that I think the school system should take. And believe me, it needs leadership. There's some issues with regard to the governance structure. I'm a professional. In fact, probably, I was an excellent mayor. I'm probably a better educator than I am now. And you know, that means I'm a real good educator, because I was one hell of a mayor.
And I expect you to say that, Mayor Herenton. That would be uncharacteristic for you not to say that. Let's go back to the school board issue. All day today, there has been news speculation, radio station talk, and even published reports that what you want to do most is to become the superintendent of schools. There's a search committee right now looking for a new superintendent. We know that the school board is searching, and the school board ultimately makes the decision. Have you done any politicking at all with the school board members about this being a desire of yours to become the leader?
Mara, let me just say this. I respect the role of the school board, and I think in the collective wisdom of the school board, if they're interested in moving the school system forward, I think they need to talk to me.
I think some of them, as you will see a little bit later in our show, are excited about the possibilities of you being available. Was there one?
May I say this, Ron? Let me just
Yes.
say this to you. There are a lot of conditions that would have to be met, even if it were offered before I would accept it.
Like,
For example, I've looked at the organizational structure. It needs total restructuring. There are no lines, there are no clear lines of board staff functioning, there are no clear lines of accountability. I believe in a decentralized system. I saw the deterioration of the school system. It started with Dr. Carey.
What did she do
Well,
or didn't?
let me just
Or
simply
that
say
administration,
this.
let's not say her.
Let me simply say this.